This is going to be a warm one today. It's I guess it's about 10. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock in the morning and it's already 80 degrees in my garage. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a warm one. But anyway, I got these bolted on. Like I said before, these are going to be painted. I just have them bolted on right now because I'm going to run my wiring for my solenoids. These, I put some of this anti-squeak webbing underneath those. Is for metal to metal. This stuff here. It's what they use from the factory. Kind of smells like creosote, but yeah, if you work for the railroad, you're pretty familiar with that smell. Anyway, so I just wanted to show something real quick. A couple people have commented about my panhard bar not being level. I haven't showed this thing at ride height yet. This is as close to ride height as I could get with my jack stands. It's actually a little bit high, but you can see it's almost level right now. At ride height, it is level. And my parallel bars for my 4-link are level at ride height, at least pretty darn close. So that's something I don't really have to worry about. It's all good there. But my jack stands are all the way down and it's still a little tall. But I just moved it up just to make it easier on me. But anyway, I was going to run my wires through that front tube, but I have no way to drill a hole in that tube. My drill's too big to fit in there. So, and I don't want to, you know, my other option would be doing it from the front all the way through, but I don't want a hole in the front. So I'll probably just put it under. I'm sure I'm thinking too much about it, but it'll be fine. I'll just use some P-clamps and have my my lines for my airbag and everything else will all kind of be in the same area there. So it should look pretty clean with them all clamped together nice. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to work. I just wanted to show you guys the panhard bar is level. I did work that out. I didn't just throw that thing in right where I thought it should be. I actually worked on it. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to work. I'll bring you guys back when I got some more. All right, guys. Had to turn the air conditioner on. It's getting warm out here. So I ran my wires to my switch. This dude here, I'm out of P-clamps to clamp it to the frame, so I need to pick up some more of those. So we're just using painter's tape for now to hold everything in place so I can get all the lengths right. So we got our compressor switch. I have to figure out where to put the relay. Haven't done that yet. I see I went a little crazy with my length here. That's okay. These are my my fill and dump. That'll go to these two valves. That's my fill and dump. That'll go to those two valves. And there's everything that's going to run up to the cab. It's down in a pile there. I got it all labeled and just taped together for now. It will be in the in that convoluted tubing. I just haven't put it in it yet because I got to get the P-clamps. But anyway, so these are done. All I got to do is put ends on those. The black is the dump, the red is the fill, and the you know, it's not going to confuse me because on the solenoids both wires are gray. So this one that still has the ring on it, that's the ground, that's the power. We'll put what I'll end up doing is the ground will go on the underneath side of one of those bolts with a star washer. So I have a good ground on all my solenoids and they'll all be underneath there. Let's see, what's next? Next, I'm going to figure out where to put my solenoid, or not my solenoid, but my my relay. It's I have a few options. So I kind of messed around with building a bracket for it, but it just ended up being a little too bulky. This is a cover off of an old voltage regulator. They make kind of a good cover for wiring items, but it just ends up being a little too big. So I'll figure out some other way to do it. But I may put it up inside up inside it here, behind this. I could bolt it to this boxing plate, and then it would be back behind there, hidden from most of the elements. Anything that's exposed like this, when I put the connections on, I use that dielectric grease. It seems to help it stop it from getting shorted out by water or anything like that, because I don't plan on driving this 100% time in the rain, but I'm not going to be afraid to either. So, anyway, I'm going to get back to work and figure out where to put that relay. Obviously, I want to put it as close as possible to keep the wire as short as possible, and I'll come up with something. Actually, back behind the tank might not be a bad place inside that cross member. Now that I'm looking at it, that might be a really good place. I'm gonna give that a shot. So I'll bring you guys back when I got something else. Sometimes when you know, I'm kind of verbally brainstorming when I'm filming, and worked out pretty good. There we go. We got a good place for our relay for the compressor. It's nice and out of the way. It won't be seen. The wiring will come right out of the compressor, dive underneath here. I had notched this cross member before for something else, so we'll put a clamp right there. It'll hold it in that notch. Then we'll go over to here. My ground for my compressor will hook to one of these bolts. You know, of course, I'll clean the paint off and put a star washer on it so it's nice. Then the rest of my wiring, there'll probably actually be a T right here. And any other wiring that I'm bringing to my relay. So I got a hot lead, and then I have the lead from my compressor switch around, and then I'll have my my ground will just come through some of this tubing right through here and up to here. So I'm gonna knock those out right now, get that ready to go, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys. I think it's knocking on 4 o'clock or maybe a little bit after, but I've been wiring all day. I kind of enjoy doing wiring just because I like hiding it and all that kind of stuff, but you know, it is extremely time consuming if you want to do it where you don't see much, and I was fairly successful today, so I'll walk you guys through it here real quick so you can see. Got those two things sticking up there. Those are my wires that'll go to my airbag valves. I think I said it earlier, but I can't remember, so I'll say it again real quick. The black is the dump, and the white or the red is the fill. So those are all underneath here. I need to drill and tap a couple holes to hold for P-clamps for those, but I can't do it with the rear end in here, so when I pull the rear end out, I'll do it then. I got to get a bigger 1/2 inch clamp. I don't have any P-clamps at, so I just got this in there for now, just kind of holding it in place. Anyway, everything goes up there. You can see that's the other end of it. The big green wire is going to be the power to my airbag compressor relay, so I got the thick wire for that to provide the power. It is one size up from the wire that actually goes into the compressor itself, so I should have plenty of juice by the time it gets there. The other side I showed you guys before, that's my tail light harness. So it goes around to there. You can see I got a clamp right here holding it. Then it goes through the cross member. There's a hole there that was there before. These I have not terminated yet because I got to find my brake light housings and everything. They're in one of these totes somewhere, so that'll be a quick and easy job when it comes time. These are the other side. One is for my turn signal / tail light. The other one is for the brake light. So the brake light will splice off of this one over here. That white one right there, it'll splice off of it, so I'll do it at the same time. It's going to go upside down here for a minute, but you can see I got my, hopefully you guys can see, I'm kind of having a hard time seeing my screen. There we go, now I can see. That's my relay for my airbag compressor. I got all my wires coming in for that. The ground is the only one I haven't terminated yet. I haven't figured out where I'm going to put it. I can't see it on the camera, there it is. I haven't figured out where I'm going to put it yet. Most likely it will go to one of these bolts, as well as the ground for the relay will probably I'm thinking the compressor one will probably go to this bolt, and the relay one will go to this bolt. And then I might end up using that cover I showed you guys earlier to go over my relay just to keep crap out of it. We'll see how that'll work. Then we got over here, these are for my pressure switch on my compressor. This goes to the relay to tell it to turn the compressor on. This one goes up to the cab for my master switch on my compressor. And that will be, in case anybody's curious, the power that goes from my switch to my pressure switch on my compressor will be a switched lead, so my compressor won't run while my ignition is off. So I thought of that at some point in time before, because that wouldn't be good to have your compressor running while the truck's sitting in a parking lot. Be a good way to kill the battery very, very quick. So anyway, it was a very long, tedious day. I'm looking at it thinking I didn't make a lot of progress, but after going through it all, I actually did make quite a bit of progress. I had to drill a few holes in the frame and that kind of jazz. But one thing I did change my mind on, I did go ahead and drill a hole right there and put a grommet in it for my wires for my compressor, so that looks really clean. Eventually I might swap out this convoluted tubing for something different. I don't know. Probably not. You know, I think about it, but I remember in the next couple years, we'll say, this is going to be all covered by wood, most likely. I'll have a shallow wood bed in here, and then you won't see any of this, but mainly I want it protected from the road, because we do plan on putting miles on this. So anyway, I'm going to do a few more things out here, clean up a couple more things. See, my wiring table's a mess, but and then I think I'm going to call it a night. I've been out here for quite a while today. It's hot. It's over 90 in the garage right now, at least according to my thermometer. I have too much crap stacked in front of it right now. It looks like it's right at 90 degrees. So I think I'm getting ready to call it a day. I'm going to go inside, and we're going to eat dinner here in a little bit, and have a little family movie night. But if all goes well, after my chiropractor appointment, I'll be out here again tomorrow. So I might throw the doors on tomorrow, just to give myself a sense of accomplishing something. So I may do that tomorrow, we'll see. Other than that, I'm not sure what else I'll do. I really got to start thinking about taking my transmission apart and putting the new gaskets in it, sealing it up. I need to do that on a day where I got the day to do it. Once I do that, then I can put the drive shaft in and everything. I should be ordering my exhaust manifolds here probably a week from now or so. So once those come in and I get the tubing, I can build my exhaust, and then I can button up the motor and fire it and make sure that's all good. And then the next step is putting a new ring and pinion in the rear end and new bearings. So do that, and she'll be on the road. Of course, I still got to deal with the DMV, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue on a vehicle this old in California. It's not that bad since it was registered before. But anyway, getting close. A lot of tedious stuff to button up, but I'm making progress. So tomorrow I hope to be out here fairly early and get a good maybe 6 or 7 hours in before I go to work tomorrow night. And then maybe Wednesday I'll be out here for a few hours more. We'll see. I'm gonna try, but I've made up my mind on a lot of different stuff. I decided I'm gonna wait. I planned on painting the interior this time before I put it back together, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. Just time-wise, it's not gonna work out right now. I am gonna put the sound deadening in and maybe make up a carpet kit for it, but I'm not gonna paint the dash and all that kind of stuff. It's just not gonna work out right now. But that's fine. There'll be plenty more. You know, any project's never completely done, I don't think, anyway. So, all right, guys, this will probably be it for tonight. So if I do anything else really interesting, I'll bring you back. If not, see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys had a good work week. Hope you had a good weekend. And hope you guys have a good Monday morning. So anyway, I'm gonna load this up. I got a vlog thing that you guys will probably see first, and that's about it. So thanks again for watching, subscribing. I saw I hit over 500 subscribers, which is quite humbling. I never in my life would have thought that many people would be interested in what I do, because I don't even think I know that many people in the world, but it's great. It's very cool. So You guys take it easy, be good. We'll talk to you later.